Hey guys, what is happening? We're at Americade. I am riding demo riding the Honda Rebel 1100 DCT model. I have not ridden a DCT model. I just went over a good briefing with the guy showed me the controls and all the different goodies that go with it. Fix the mirrors. All right. So he went over everything. Tons of different modes on this bike, just like the Goldwing. There is standard, there we go. Oh, select. Okay, so there's sport, user, rain, and standard. I'm going to keep it in standard, I think, for the moment. I'll see how that goes. And yeah, I'm very excited about trying this bike out. It's a pretty good good ride. My friend back there, he's driving the Rebel 500. The bars are a little far. Bars are a little far forward, but not too uncomfortable yet. We'll see how it goes on the ride. It's about a 33-mile ride. 15 highway, and I guess coming on the back roads. So should be interesting. Apparently you can shift whenever you want. So gonna release the parking brake. There we go. That's a little awkward. And then if you put it in drive, you got to hold the brake down. So right now I'm holding the brake. Has cruise control, so downshift and upshift, parking brake, got the rev limiter. Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes on the highway. The pegs are, I guess, mid pegs. I mean, my leg is at a almost 90-degree angle there. It's pretty crazy. It's a little tight, I guess. I mean, I'm 6'1", but like I said, we'll see how it is going down the road. So today, the weather has been interesting. It was raining this morning. It is September 22nd, 2021. It was raining this morning, came down the mountain, and now it's sunny and humid, excuse me. Looks like we're getting ready to go. This is a 3 o'clock demo ride.
All set?
Good. Yep. I was hoping the pegs would be a little further out, but what are you going to do? So we're going to go, yeah, I think I said this 15 miles highway and then turn back, get off. I think we're going north. And we did sign up for, we're going to ride KTM, I think at 4:30. This is a really awkward position. I'm not used to putting my feet. I feel a little cramped, to be honest with you. I'm a little surprised. Initially, my knees are like really high up. It's weird not having a clutch. I'm like kind of there's a rear brake obviously and the front brake, but it's a little weird not having a clutch. I'm used to feathering. I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something over here on the left. the steering is like, I'm not used to the steering either. How is it? The breeze feels good. Definitely humid out. Should be interesting on the highway with this. I'm going to feel the wind, but I have all my vents open. So we'll see how it goes. It's already shifted. I'm doing 28 and it's already in 5th gear. That's so weird. Now you can change the mode. If you let off the throttle and then hit select, it'll release, let off the throttle and select it. It'll change it for you. Just like in the Goldwing. I swear this is a really awkward proceeding position for me. I mean, my knees are really high up. It's crazy. I've never had ridden on a bike that went this way. It's very strange. Strange feeling. I feel like also like a sport bike position seating. It's so weird. God. But as far as the rest of the bike so far, it's comfortable. Seat's nice. Bars are a little far out. I feel like I'm kind of stretched out a little bit, to be perfectly honest with you. And if I was going to get a bike like this, I'd definitely change the bar position. And sorry, I'm a little sweaty here. Whew. I would definitely get some risers or something, or a different set of bars. Oh, corner's nice. Let's put it in sport mode. That's nice. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's got some get up and go. Yeah, sport mode. Definitely the way to go on this bike. Holy crow, man. The guy at the demo area said it won't shift up for you until you're hitting like 80. I'm still in 5th gear and it's doing 70. Up there it goes, 6th gear. Woohoo! Nice. I can tell already the seats would be uncomfortable on a really long ride. I'm sitting right on my tailbone. That is not a good feeling. Right on my hip bones, actually, I think it feels like. Mirrors are okay, I would say. There's some vibration in them. It's not too bad. I don't think, I mean, if I was going to get this bike, I would definitely change up the seating position. It's not comfortable. Not comfortable. Let's turn on cruise control. Oh, it is on. Let's try cruise control here and see how that goes. Nice. I love cruise control on my bike. I love it on this bike too. Hey, let's go to Montreal. Haha. Definitely feel the wind pushing on me. Definitely have to get some sort of mini fairing or something. I think this bike is a good... See, I was reaching for the clutch right there to knock it out of cruise control, because on my bike, I'm like used to cruise control. If you touch the clutch, it'll knock it out. But on this bike, there's no clutch, so it's either you hit the brake or I guess you roll off the throttle a little bit. It'll disengage the clutch, the cruise control for you. It's got a great sound though to the engine when we were sitting there. I thought the exhaust note was a pretty nice exhaust note. I will say I am not a pro, so I do not have specs on this bike. I'm just giving you my initial impression of it overall. So, you know, don't beat me up too hardly in the comments. But it's definitely a fun bike. I could see it being a fun bike if you had the right seat. Oh man, oh, that was not good. Whew. Yeah, so definitely not. Suspension is definitely a little stiff for sure, going over those bumps back there, as you can see. Turning is nice. I have to keep saying it though, man, my leg position is not ideal at all on this bike. I'm very surprised. I thought that my feet would be out a little further and not up this high. It is ridiculous. My feet are like, I feel like I'm doing a squat. That's the best way to describe it. I'm doing a squat on a bike. It's ridiculous. I'm also used to the Goldwing, so maybe I'm not, you know, but I mean, I've ridden other cruisers like the Scout and stuff like that. Their feeding position is nowhere near as uncomfortable as this. They're much more out in front of you. This is directly, not directly below, but almost 90 degrees from your knee. So just picture that. Curious to do back roads on this. I think that'll be a lot of fun in the sport mode. It's nice to that guy to explain it, because I'd never ridden a DCT before, so it's very different. The preparation is a little different than jumping on a manual, of course, because you don't have to worry about a parking brake on a manual. You know, you just make sure it's in neutral and you're good to go. There's no messing around with a parking brake. I have not done a demo ride with Honda before, so I don't know what the route is like. I mean, they just said 15 miles highway, and I guess the rest of the 15 miles is back on back roads. So it should be fun. There's two groups of Honda demo riders. I have to say, in the sport mode, it's not that it's not as twitchy as the Goldwing. It's actually pretty good. I mean, it definitely has some acceleration to it. You could feel it. Gotta make sure my foot's not hitting the brake there. Yeah, the pegs are a little too high up. I don't know if you could adjust them or not. I would hope that you would be able to move them forward if you wanted to, but that might compromise the ground clearance when you're turning. I'm not sure. I guess it was just designed that way to be a little almost like not a sport cruiser, but kind of like a sport cruiser, almost. Definitely not a typical cruiser. I'm holding on for dear life at the moment, and I'm only doing 65. I can't imagine doing 80 on this thing. I think I'd be like, my arms would be exhausted after a while. I wish I could pass these two guys ahead of me, but I don't want to make anybody mad, and certainly don't want to disrupt the flow we got going here, so I'm not going to do that. I'll catch you guys when we get to the off section of the highway, so hang on for a few minutes. Probably getting off here, I would imagine, by Bolton Landing, but we'll see. Feels like we're going 15 miles. Possibly not. I guess we're going one more. Nope, we're getting off here. Okay. Hey guys, we're getting off Bolton Landing here. I guess we're going to head back south to Lake George. Oh, nice downshifting. It's pretty smooth. Good engine braking. Not too harsh. I love that exhaust. It really sounds good. It's definitely a little jerky in sport mode when you're going between gears, but I mean, it wants to go. This should be fun. Let's see how this goes with this bike. That was a good highway run. I can see how DCT is pretty convenient, especially on a road like this where you're downshifting constantly, but you don't have to downshift. It's pretty awesome. I mean, you could do it manually like that paddle shifting. That's nice. So you can have a little more control over your shifting. Nice. I think it would be a little better handling if the bars were just a little bit closer and up to me. I just really feel like I'm outstretched a little bit on this. I mean, I'm 6'1" and I'm pretty tall. My arms are pretty long, but this feels like a stretch to me, literally. No joking aside. But I almost wish this had a 7th gear. It feels like it should have a 7th gear. The gauge is a little difficult to read, and I don't know if that's because of my sunglasses or just the angle, or it feels a little like if it's cloudy out right now. I mean, I can see it, but it's not crystal clear as far as the reflection goes. There's a lot of reflection. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Let's put it in, nope, don't want rain mode. We'll put it in standard mode. Let's see how that goes. That's better. It's not as jerky, so maybe that'll be better on this road. I don't know. Sport mode is fun though, for sure. No doubt about it. Sport mode is fun. But standard is, it's like being the tour mode on the Goldwing. It's just smoother in general, so it's not like a jerky motion. But man, you could carve up the road on this. It leans very nicely. Accelerates easily. Braking, it feels pretty good. I haven't done any hard braking yet on it, so it's hard to tell how that would work out. But so far the brakes feel pretty good. Honda standard quality, I guess, braking. So far my knees are not cramped. Like, I don't have any knee pain from sitting in this position. It just feels really awkward. Really, really awkward. Like I said, it feels like I'm squatting. I'm squatting to take a dump. Edit that out. You don't want to hear that. But honestly, that's what it feels like. Oh Lord, sorry YouTube. This is a fun bike on the back roads for sure. Absolutely, you could have a blast with this bike. I think it's a great bike to have if you're looking for a cruiser DCT model. I think this is a contender. Minus the things I said as far as the seating position for me. If you're a shorter rider, you might not have to change anything except the bars. The pegs just seem really close to me, and it's just really awkward. But like I said, if you have a shorter inseam, it might not be as bad. I like the paddle shifting, that's nice. Reminds me of a video game. not a whole lot of vibration coming in the handlebars. You can feel it, but it's not annoying in any sense of the word. And as far as the seat is okay. It could use a little more padding. Not too much vibration coming that way either, but you could feel a little bit more in the pegs, that's, I think, than anything else. You could feel the vibration there. So you might I don't know, you might want to consider some rubber mounted pegs, or I don't know, these are I don't know if this is the bobber version. is there another version of the 1100, or if this is the bobber version, because it feels very bobber-ish. Very much like the Scout bobber, actually. I rode that a couple years ago, and it had the same feeling of the outstretched arms, and it's just seemed very uncomfortable compared to the original Scout, I guess. Yeah, this is a nice back road. I wish I had known about this before. Turned out to be a beautiful day. Hopefully tomorrow will be the same way. Like, if I'm in the shade, I could read everything clearly, but if the sun's reflecting on it, or the sky's reflecting on this dash right here, it really is a little hard to see. I guess the signal must have a timer, just like the Goldwing did. I wonder if you can turn that off or not. Oh, cool. Well, this is a nice ride they got planned here. That's a cool little bridge. Nice. That was a little abrupt shift for sure. Even in standard mode, it's a little jerky when you're trying to, if you had a clutch and you were trying to feather it, it's definitely a little jerky here for sure in that kind of low gear. Oh, that was a little painful there. Back in sport mode. so we're signed up for KTM at 4:30. Like I said, I'm riding the Duke 1290. So that should be interesting. I've never ridden the KTM before in my life, and I think I'm gonna try at least to ride a Triumph is here, which is really cool. BMW is here too with their new cruiser. So that was interesting. Somebody actually dropped it while they were on their way out on a demo ride. I guess they were waiting in line, and I don't know, somehow they lost their balance. I didn't see how they lost their balance. I just saw all of a sudden it was over on its right side. So I'm not sure what happened there. That shifts nice and quick. That's pretty cool. I have no idea where we are in relation to Lake George. I assume we're still north of it. But I guess we might be going back on the highway for a bit. Yep, looks that way. To get back. So that's pretty cool. I can deal with that. A little more highway riding. I love the acceleration and sport mode on this thing. It's awesome. Of course, I can't do it now because that one's in front of me. Saved my life. Whew. Feel that wind from that truck. Holy crap, man. Woohoo! 82. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Alright, I am ready to get off this bike. I mean, it's a great ride, a great route, no doubt about it. It's a lot of fun, but the comfort on this bike is about worn its welcome out with me at this point. If I'm being honest with you guys, and I always want to be honest with you guys when I'm riding something. Just it's the comfortability factor is low on this one for me. Yeah, I'm in standard mode. I thought it was in sport mode on the highway. I guess I must have changed it by accident or something at some point. Boy, this thing uses up gas like crazy. When I started, this thing was 3/4 full. I hope you guys hear that exhaust. It really does sound nice. It's good throaty sound to it. It's so weird not having a clutch, but I could see getting used to it very quickly. Nope, there goes the second group of Honda riders, Honda demo rides. There is some front dive braking happening here. It's a little soft on that, I have to say. Didn't see it before until just now. Oh, see, that was gonna. My foot was going for the shifting. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess this is wraps up this demo ride until we pull in and say goodbye to the Honda Rebel 1100 DCT model. Hope you guys enjoyed, and please feel free to leave any comments and leave a like and all that good stuff. And if you have if there's something else I missed that maybe I could answer a question on that I just wasn't thinking of, let me know. And until the next video, I guess I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. Okay, put it in neutral, and put the parking brake on, and turn it off. Boom, and kickstand down. Alright, there we go, guys.